Hey class. All right. So this is the video walkthrough for the emphasis section of our class. And I'm going to go ahead once again and show you where things are located and the instructions and where to upload your stuff. So it's just basically, again, a walkthrough. So here we are in, your class may have a different number here. That's fine, but it's all basically the same. What I recommend, again, I will have announcements here and you will see them, the announcements for emphasis and what have you, but click learning path. You want to click that and you want to go ahead and scroll down right over here to emphasis. Now, there are 3 modules. We have the emphasis presentation quiz, we have emphasis project instructions, and we have the emphasis projects parts 1 through 4. This is where we have the topic, the lecture, the PowerPoint, the quiz, learning about emphasis. Here we have, this is the assignment. We have video, we have pretty much like the written instructions, and then we have the video walkthroughs. There will be this video and a demo video and using Photoshop to complete our assignments. With emphasis projects parts 1 and 1 through 4, this is where you will submit your work right in here. Keep in mind it's only going to accept PDFs or JPEGs. So you're going to need to save them in the correct format. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into the instructions right over in here. Emphasis project instructions. I guess my internet is not as fast as I'd like it to be. Okay. Emphasis project. So here you're going to see what is emphasis. It's a focal point. It's going to be, your 4 projects are going to be about contrast, placement, isolation, and emphasis on the whole. These are some examples. In the past, I have had this project either done by collage, by Photoshop, or even hand-drawn. Okay? And these are just examples. The project's going to be this time completely on Photoshop using the default Photoshop setting of 5:7 at 300 pixels per inch. I do have, again, the instructions on how to set up your Photoshop project. If you need a tutorial or a video of how to do this, I'm just going to say go ahead and watch the first video in balance where I actually do the walkthrough. The video demos that I'm going to do for emphasis, I'm not really going to go through all of that again. Okay, about how to set up the grid, how to make sure that you have inches and not centimeters and what have you, and guidelines. We're just going to dive right into it. But if you need to understand, or you forgot, or you want to see all of this all over again, it's in the balance section, the first video. So feel free to see that. Now you're going to need to do 4 assignments. You are going to need to select 3 unrelated visual elements from the internet. Now, how are you going to do that? In the tutorial, I am going to explain. I like to use Bing, even though I'm more of a Google fan and less of a Microsoft browser fan, but Bing seems to be better at this. So you would type in something like, for instance, if I am looking for, what do I have here? Hand, let's see. For example, hand, rose, and TV. Let me go ahead and bring that up right over here. And when I do a search, I'm going to select and say red rose on white background. Now, I'm going to click image, but let's go ahead and do this again. Let's go ahead and do, let's see, Bing, hit enter. Here we are. It's a different search engine. And if I said, let's just say tea kettle. It's kind of unrelated, right? Tea kettle. and I type in white background, enter, I'm going to then select images, okay? Then, very importante, you're going to hit filter, image size, extra large. So, yeah, right up here you have all this advertisement. But down here you're going to see all of these selections. And in the video demo, I'm going to go more in depth about that. But it's just to let you know that you're going to need to select 3 images that are unrelated. They cannot be related. In other words, do not say, okay, I'm going to do eye, ear, mouth. That's related. It's all the face. Or jeans, hand, ear. It's kind of like a little bit related. You know, it has to deal with the body. It just needs to be things that do not make any sense. Why? So that you can focus on the mechanics or the grammar of focal point. How to orchestrate what messages get across as number 1, number 2, and number 3. And it's amazing when you just use 3 unrelated objects and you can see that it works. The principle works. So you're going to need to select 3 of them. You can see them right here, right? Select your own. Please don't select hand, TV, and rose. That's mine, okay? So select your own. Don't make it a big deal. Don't stress out about it. Just try to see if you can find just 3 random things that you can get with a white background, okay? Let's see. And then you're going to compose each design, right, according to, you know, how do you achieve contrast? How do you achieve placement? All right? And they're going to be done in a 5x7 300 ppi. And again, here I included the instructions. Okay, everyone? So let's go ahead and head back. And let's go back further to the main topic. So there you go. The video walkthrough area right in here. I am going to have this demo as a live link. It's not live yet, but it will be live and it will be blue. And this video will be right here live. Yes, I got to fix that. It says balance. I got to fix that and say emphasis. What can I tell you? And it's going to be fun. Let me tell you. I do believe in you guys working with marker and pen and glue and working, you know, with an actual, like, you know, an artifice, you know, like things, objects. But the advantage of using Photoshop for some of these last projects is that you can really explore possibilities without stressing out. Now, don't be surprised if you end up working on a project a little bit too long and you're like, oh my God, I've spent about an hour when I could have been done 30 minutes ago. And that's fine, you know, don't stress out about it. That means you got into it. You got into it. All right, everybody. So, watch out for the demo. I'm going to be putting that up, okay? And if you have any questions, again, email me, make me, you know, write a post, you know, put it in the the discussions for Ask the Professor. It is better to email me with a question, but if you think that other people can answer your question, do put it in the discussion. All righty? Okay, everybody. Ciao.